Correspondence Sister Shyamla, and my dear geography teachers, and my dear Anais. I am Sheikh Namre. I am Sharanya, GeoClub coordinators, and on the occasion of World Computer Literacy Day, we are conducting a session on blockchain and Bitcoin. So I welcome you all. So before entering into the main topic, do you all know money? What is money? Money is the value, the trust we show on others. So before knowing that Bitcoin and everything, we need to know the basics of money, their stages and everything. First is barter system. In barter system, people used to exchange commodities, so products and services in the place of other products and services. For example, if one is in need of rice and one is in need of wheat, so they interchange their products with each other. Like that, they used to exchange products and services. Next, paper money and coins. First, coins were introduced by Romans. They used some metals like copper, silver, gold. They converted that metals into coins, round-shaped coins, and they used some symbols to represent the value of that commodity. Next, the coins are very heavy to carry, right? So they use some paper money. Chinese introduced paper money into the world. They use bead skin as paper money. They printed some value on it and used for exchanging. Then in Europe, Marco Polo introduced paper money inspired by Chinese people. Next came representative money. Representative money is the money which represents the commodity. We can convert the cash into some commodity like gold, silver, checkbooks, right? You all know checkbooks, right? So that is representative money. Next are credit cards. Yeah, we are all familiar with credit cards, right? So bank provides some limit to their customers. Within that limit, using these cards, they can borrow the money from the bank. If once the limit exceeds, they'll charge some interest and extra amount. Next, electronic money. Due to this pandemic, everyone is familiar with electronic money. Even vegetable vendors are using GPay, Phone Pay, right? So that is electronic money. Now, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the king of money. It is ruling the world now. Currency means some value, right? Like Indian currency is rupees, euros, like we have some currencies. Crypto means it is coded. So the currency is coded. Cryptocurrency means it has some code in it. We all use electronic money, right? Google Pay, GPay. So that is called cryptocurrency. It is very protected and it cannot be changed. Like no one can hack that money because it is very secured and coded. That is cryptocurrency. Now we'll know about what is Bitcoin and its importance. So guys, now we will cover this topic like what is Bitcoin, how it started, and importance of Bitcoin and what is Bitcoin money. So everyone have heard that what is Bitcoin. I mean, if you have heard the term Bitcoin, anyone? Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to give some information. Like it is a transparent ledger without any authority. Confusing, right? So I'll explain it. We will compare it with the banks and Bitcoin. Like banks, we have banks like we have transactions and etc. So we can't see whenever we want that transaction etc. These are not transparent, right? So these are only up to the those people who work there in the banks. So only those people can do see some transactions and etc. Whereas in Bitcoin, it is transparent. So we can see our transactions like who we spend the amount, like how much amount we have got in our bank, like that. We can see some transaction. This is transparent. Like whenever we want. Like in banks, we can't see whenever we want. Like in midnight, 12 o'clock, we can't go and check it out what transaction are done in our bank account, right? So this can't be done in the bank, but Bitcoin has this special offer that you can get. So we can see our transaction, etc. It is like
it is like one bank with yourself when you have a Bitcoin. Like you can imagine, like if you have a Bitcoin, you have four banks. Like you only can see transaction, you only can see what are how much amount you spend, how much amount is remaining, and etc. So this happens with a Bitcoin and how it all started. So it was so Bitcoin is done. So how it started? Like on August 18, 2008, this this domain name started like bitcoin.org with an anonymous person. So on October 31st, 2008, the name of the anonymous person was known as uh, Satoshi Nakamoto. So he was the person who created this. Then a link of paper was done, like paper was done, like Bitcoin P2P, like people to people, like it can be transacted to person to person. In normal banks, you can't do person to person, right? Like you need to go to bank, then you have to enter your account number. If as IMUI number, you have to do this process. But here we don't have this all. This is pay to pay, like person to person. If I have some money, I have to transfer to that card. So I can transfer it directly. Like I can see my transactions on my own, like that. So on Jan 2009, the domain name was released. Like it was released in another way, like not bitcoin.org, but in another name, and it was released to the cryptocurrency agencies. On Jan 8, 2009, it was the first block was created. The block is created on our own. We need to solve some programmings. We need to check short some programmings. Like we need to create our own block. The block was named as block 0. It was a block first block, and it was named as Genesis block. The blog was created on Jan 8, 2009. On Jan 9, it was released over the world. Like it was the blog and first blog. And for creating this blog, you will get 50 bitcoins in 2009. Now you can imagine how much we will get now in the present situation. As it is a hot topic these days, you will be hearing here and there bitcoins and blockchains. So now if you want to create like a blog, like if you have so many blogs till block 10, this is an example, it will be not just like this, if block 10. So if you want to create one block like block 11, so if you create block 11, you have to you need to do some programming, some logical, and you have to do this all and break that. Like you need to code how you should do however like that, and you need to create that blog and invent like invention you can say. So if you invent that blog, you will get 50 bitcoins. That was the 2009 days. Now I don't know how much it will get, but definitely try it in future. So importance of Bitcoin will be shared by my friend.
Uh, Bitcoins nowadays are having some importance, so let us know what that is. Bitcoin transactions are pseudonymous. Means we can't tell it is anonymous. We can't tell who created Bitcoins or from where we are getting Bitcoin. So they are unknown to everyone. They are anonymous to everyone. Bitcoin transactions are conducted on P2P basis. Means like it is shared with whole network. It is connected, interlinked with each one. If I share a Bitcoin, so it is you all will know that I shared a Bitcoin because it is connected. It is interlinked with everyone. Next is Bitcoin has user autonomy. Autonomy is the authority. So Bitcoin has owner has only the authority on it. No government or not some administration can have authority. So owner itself can have the authority. So he can use it whenever he want, wherever he wish. Bitcoin payments are mobile. See, like mobile transactions, we use money right for we use GPay, PhonePe for transactions. In some countries, we can even use bitcoins for making transactions.
So how Bitcoin works? Like you can see here sender receiver and a Bitcoin and bank and exchange. So as I told first, like if you want to transfer some amount to your friends, like in bank. So you need to have like you all know like transaction number, ID, username, password, and etc. So many. It means that third party are included in this bank transfer. So here third party is included. Like in this Bitcoin, sender and receiver. No third party related in this. Like only peer to peer. As I said, the term peer to peer means people to people, person to person, as direct. Only me to you, like that. So here sender to receiver, we can do directly, and we can see our transaction. It is like rows and columns, everything. You'll see here how much transaction you have done here, how much you have spent, for what you have spent. Like in first starting of this topic like Bitcoin, there was a person like who spent his Bitcoin on pizza. You all have heard this, I guess, like some large big pizza. So he spent all his money on that. Now you can imagine how much it would be grown now. Anybody? You can guess. So it has grown till 20 million. So that much amount you cannot imagine also. So that much amount it was grown like at that time. So this was a case of 2009 who spent the amount on bitcoins. So Bitcoin mining, what does this mean? This is a process which Bitcoin is released in like circulation, like if you, as I said in earlier, like you need to do a blocks, you see like blocks. So if you create a block like solving puzzles, programming, and some logical expressions and etc. If you do that, like it is like mining. If you do that thing, you can create a block. Like you are inventing a block, so that will be used by everyone. Like you can use, everyone can use. Like if you invent that, you can earn some money like a gift if you invent that block. So when it was started, a block was created as was block 0. So that was at that time the gift was 50 bitcoins. So if you try to create a block in this time, you can maybe you can get gifts.
Now let us play a game. Like, we'll understand how Bitcoin works. Okay, I need 5 volunteers. Come on, girls, 5 volunteers. It will be easy. Don't worry.
Girls, it is a normal game, not general knowledge and etc. Only if you know numbers, you can come here. Only 1 to 100 numbers. It is not about general knowledge and etc.
What girls? You don't know 1 to 100 numbers also?
Like we will be the Bitcoin producers. You will be the persons who are earning like you want to purchase a Bitcoin. Okay, more members can join us. Only you need to know is numbers till 1 to 100. I guess everyone knows numbers. You can join us. More 5 members.
Come on, girls. It is easy. Don't worry.
Girls, please spread out.
Oh, yes.
You can join. You can join. Okay, now assume that we are the Bitcoin creators. We are giving you the Bitcoins. If you play a game and win that. Okay, the game is we will guess a number. Like we will have a number and you need to guess our number, right? So that number
Please stand, okay?
you should not do cheating. So you need to guess our number. If If your number is less than or equal to our number, then you will win Bitcoin. Okay? Right? Okay? We'll start.
So we will not reveal our number until you tell your numbers. Okay? So
Think a number between 1 to 300. Done?
girls, you can also try if you want.
Ready? Ready with your numbers? So what is your number?
10, 78, 150, 160,
300.
180, 270,
120.
105, 130,
1. Okay, then our number is 220. 180. Who said 180? Yes, come forward, come forward. 160. 150. Now you people will get some Bitcoin. Assume that you got, we are not having Bitcoin right now.
So now you three got the luckiest, like less than 220, right? So we will select now less range, okay? Now we'll see who will get the nearest range, okay? So we'll take 1 to 100 range. So imagine a number, it should be less than our number, we'll not use our number, okay?
What should be the number? It should be between
1 to 100.
1 to 100. I'll tell you now. I'll take that number, I'll write. 1 to 100 it should be.
Girls, you can also try.
This number is blocked now. Now this number is blocked, right? So they have to guess the number which is less than or equal to the number what I have written here. Later they'll show this number to you, so that you should not think that there is a cheating going on. Yes. So already I have written this number, blocked it, and they have to guess the number between 1 to 100 which is less than or equivalent to this. Right.
Ready with your numbers?
20, 35, 60, 60.
Anyone from audience can also. 50, okay. 65. What? blockchain, right?
Yes.
So I'll tell you about blockchain. What is blockchain? So blockchain is a data structure where all your transactions are recorded blockwise. Like in that block only it will be recorded. You'll do ledger posting, right?
Yes.
So that ledger transactions are digitally recorded in that blocks. So whatever the transaction you do is recorded in that block. And if one block is completed, then it transfers to the next block. So the last transaction of first block will be the first transaction of your last block. So if someone want to hack your block or someone want to hack your Bitcoin, so it is very hard to hack, because if one block is changed, then you need to change all the other blocks also. It is interlinked. It is like a chain connection. So that is why it is called blockchain. Okay.
Yes.
So why is there so much hype around blockchain? So in the starting, like 2009, when blockchain was first introduced, there was some trust issues. Like for example, like I want to invert a coin or a rupee in the other name. Like I will take a sample coin. Like I will give my money as sample coin. If I introduce that, how many will trust that it will not, it is not fraud. It is like so how many will think it is not fraud? Like I have invented one coin like sample coin. Okay, so this trust issues was there at that time. Like when it was invented, so many trust issues were there. Like what if we will take this blockchain? Like what if we take? What if our money was stolen? What if any fraudster will take our money? Like so many questions were there in the people's mind. So that was the case that time. But now Bitcoin is a hot topic, and now everyone is trusting. Like so many are investing in that. In India also, like it is illegal, but legally some are proceeding to Bitcoin. You can hear twice or thrice in a month about Bitcoin use also. Like in India also, this Bitcoin trend is going on. So why blockchain is important? Like why? So guys, like blockchain, as Sharanya told, see, if we want to hack one block, like I have 1 to 10 blocks. So if I want to hack block 5, if I want to hack block 5, then I should also hack like 1, 2, 3, 4. But it does not give that chance. Like if you try to hack like block 5, you need 5 computers. What if so many are using so many bitcoins, and what if they're maintaining their own systems? Like as I told, every bitcoin has their own transaction and input and etc. rows and columns. As I told. So if one person have a bitcoin, she has her own. So 100 people have 100 systems are there, 100 databases. Like it is not like bank. Everyone are investing and one bank will take care. It is like blockchain. If one are investing, they should have their own transaction and etc. So if you all are investing, like if you are 50 members, if you are all have bitcoins, that means 50 databases are there. 50, I can say in simple words, 50 banks are there here. So like that. So if you want to hack any of the chain, you need to have 500 systems to hack one Bitcoin also. So it is impossible to hack this blockchain. So it is important in that cases, and it is impossible to hack like a person keeping 1,000 computers in front and hacking every block. It is impossible. So this is very important, and it is safe, and no fraud can hack this in the future also.
How blockchain transaction works. So I'll tell you how it works. First, a transaction is requested by a person or an organization. Then that transaction is then it is moved to it is spread to transmitted to the other networks, other nodes of networks. Then that nodes will verify that transaction. Then a block is created using hash. Hash is some code language for creating a block. Then after creating it, it is added to the blocks, other remaining blocks. Like if you create block number 5, then it will add to the other remaining 4 blocks. Then that block is converted into a Bitcoin and it is transacted with the other person. That is how the Bitcoin works. To give you more information about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and blockchain, this video will help you. So now let us see this video.
Economics is boring. This is a lie we've been told all our lives, but accept it or not, our life depends on it. War, poverty, revolution, they all hinge on economics, which itself rests on one key concept: money. The ultimate catalyst for the worst and the best of human endeavor. Like it or not, money defines our social status. It also compromises our morals sometimes. Some people spend their lives chasing these rectangular pieces of paper. Some are willing to fight, even kill for it. But are we headed towards the end of money as we know it? Will we have to burn our rupees, dollars and euros, transform every single penny we have into digital binaries, or should I say, to cryptocurrency? Is it really the new gold, the future of money, or is it gambling, a recipe for financial disaster? If these are questions you've been asking yourselves, I have a story to share. Hello and welcome to Gravitas Plus. I'm Palki Sharma Upadhyay. What the internet did for information, digital currency is doing for money. It is revolutionizing transactions and eliminating banking. Not a week goes by when cryptocurrencies do not dominate the news. There are record-breaking price surges every other day. Your colleagues won't stop talking about it. Your friends want you to invest. What do? You weigh the pros and cons. Understand where you're putting your money, and that's where the problem lies. Most of us do not understand money and its handling. It's a life skill we were not taught in school, beyond the basic computing. Now, if money changes form, the first thing you try to do is understand it. And that's what we'll do today. And if you're worried that we are going to get too technical, do not. It's all plain English. Let's start with understanding 3 basic concepts: Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency. What do they mean? Here are some quick definitions. First, Bitcoin. It is the name of the best known cryptocurrency. Like the euro is the name of one type of currency, Bitcoin is digital and decentralized. It exists electronically. It's a computer code only. And I'll explain in a bit. For now, the second definition, cryptocurrency. It is the medium of exchange for Bitcoin, just as notes and coins are for rupees and dollars. Crypto means data encryption. It basically ensures the security of transactions. Now, you may have heard about your messages being encrypted. It means they're secure. It's the same for crypto. It's encrypted data. But unlike debit and credit cards, cryptocurrency has no physical counterpart. It's the only form it exists in. The third definition is blockchain. It is the technology that enables the existence of cryptocurrencies. Think of it like a computer file that stores data. But this is a file across a vast network of computers, and it's not exclusive to Bitcoin and crypto. Blockchain has many, many uses. This is just one of them. So simply put, this is everything we don't understand about money combined with everything we don't understand about technology. Now don't lose your head if you do not get it, because most people don't. And surveys have shown this. Only 1 out of 10 people understand how cryptocurrencies work. And 1 in 3 cryptocurrency investors themselves know little to nothing about it. Take Bitcoin for instance. No one even knows who created it. It has been in circulation since 2009, but the identity of its creator or creators remains a mystery to this day. Over the years, many people have claimed to be or have been called Nakamoto, but there's still no clarity. Whether it's one person or a group of people, no one really knows.
That had nothing to do with Bitcoin, nothing to do with developing. I was just an engineer doing something else.
What Nakamoto did, though, was solve a potential flaw in digital banking: double spending. Now, what's that? Let me explain through an example. If a person buys a sandwich worth $10, for instance, they cannot spend that same $10 bill anywhere else. But when the same amount is paid digitally, some people can manipulate systems and spend the same $10 more than once. And that, in simple words, is double spending. To stop this from happening, you have banks and credit card companies acting as middlemen. So they vouch for the transactions that you make and they prove that you've already paid for something. At the same time, they take their own cut of the transactions you make. Enter Bitcoin. It solves both these fiddly problems. Like I said, it is decentralized, meaning there is no third party controlling it. Instead, it is regulated by its own community of users. And all of them record all of their transactions at the same time. Any attempts to fool the Bitcoin community will ideally get noticed, and the payment will get rejected. No single user or government or bank or credit card company can force a fee on your payment or control its flow. Plus, Bitcoin is said to be secure from the effects of currency debasement and inflation. Does sound perfect, doesn't it? Well, it isn't. Bitcoin is not without problems. The transactions are irreversible. Once you've paid, you've paid. You will not get a penny back. Plus, it's extremely volatile. The value keeps fluctuating. On the 14th of April, it was worth 63,000 US dollars, one Bitcoin. On the 23rd of April, it sank below $50,000. Why does this happen? You see, like everything else, the price of Bitcoin is driven by demand and supply. When the demand increases, the prices go up. When people see the price going up, they feel like cashing in. So they try to sell their own Bitcoin. And this leads to more people wanting to sell. But sometimes there are not enough buyers. So they lower their price. And on it goes like a roller coaster ride. So fluctuation is problem number one. The second problem has to do with security. The digital wallets containing Bitcoin are stored in phones and computers. And we all know how vulnerable these are to theft and hackers. In 2016, a Los Angeles hospital ended up spending 17,000 US dollars on illegal transactions after hackers took control of its computers for more than a week. So if you have a good amount of money invested in Bitcoin, create passwords that are difficult to guess. Also stop visiting those weird and suspicious websites. The same rules apply for every other cryptocurrency, which brings us to the question, how many are there? 4,000 plus. There are more than 4,000 cryptocurrencies in the world. Why do so many of them exist? Because why not? The key software to create a crypto is open source, which basically means anyone and everyone can create them. So there's Litecoin, Namecoin, Peercoin, Gridcoin, Ripple, Primecoin, Ardor, Mazacoin, Stellar, and this, Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency that started off as a meme. It has now become mainstream. In 2013, two software engineers used the image of a dog and made this cryptocurrency as a joke. Their aim was to make fun of how people would invest in anything. And guess what? People did just that. On the 20th of April, Dogecoin's market capitalization surged to more than $50 billion. It ended up being worth more than Ford and Marriott. All thanks to Dogecoin supporters who used hashtags and social media posts to fuel its price. And this episode is both laughable and fascinating. It tells you about the times we're living in, where online campaigns can have a surprisingly big impact on the market price of anything. An age where parody can be turned into a real asset. Dogecoin is worth $50 billion because people believe it is worth $50 billion. You know what they said about the power of what you believe in? Perhaps this was it. It's the same in the case of Bitcoin. The fundamental reason it has value is because people agree it has value. Think of it like these shoes with human blood. They're worth $1,000. Why? Because its manufacturer thought someone would pay $1,000 for such shoes. Who, by the way, was absolutely right because all of these shoes have been sold out. What does this tell you? That a vast majority of people investing in cryptocurrency are just responding to the craze around it. They're giving it a shot. What about governments? These countries recognize cryptocurrency. The UK is working on something called Britcoin. Russia does not recognize cryptocurrency. China cracked down on it, but then it shifted position. Now Beijing calls it alternative investment. In India, cryptocurrency is not legal tender, but there are people who invest in it because people around them do it. The bottom line is this. The future of currency is digital, there is no doubt about it. But when you invest, you must know that you're not just investing, you're also gambling. And if you're ready to gamble, you must also be prepared to win or lose.
So guys, this legality depends on the geographical location also. Like in India, it has been told that it is illegal, but in some areas it is been going like they are doing like it is legal work, but actually it is illegal. But there are some areas like it is legal.
In some countries like Pakistan, Nepal, and Europe, Argentina, bitcoins are legal. They accept bitcoins instead of money. They pay in bitcoins. But in India, it is illegal. We can't use bitcoins here. As you saw in the video, it is like a gambling also. You may win or you may lose. So it is not. It is better if you want to invest in it. You need to completely know about it. You need to do research on it. Then you have to take your own decision whether to invest or not. I hope you all got information about Bitcoin. Yes.
Shall we play the game again? This time you will get the big ones. Yeah, I request 10 girls to come out to the
Volunteers, come.
volunteers. 10
So
volunteers.
repeated is volunteer.
That's why you're just
Come on, girls.
Go from that side.
So this time, Kalyani ma'am will decide the number, right? I request Kalyani ma'am to write a number and block it over here, and you have to guess that number, right? So the number can be between 1 to 500, any number.
आरोग्य
So the number is blocked. So the number is blocked. Please write down the numbers what they have. Right. So starting from 1.
after question
1 to 500.
400.
400. Okay.
479.
79.
280. 250. 325. 270.
370.
333. 375. 230.
Okay. Can you reveal the number what the ma'am has written? It is 253. 253. Who is near, less or near to the number?
230.
213.
259.
259. 400. 479. Below. 370. One more chance will give. Okay? Right. You can stand on it. Here. Okay, ma'am. Less than or equal. Range is 1 to 500. Range is 1 to 500. 1 to 500. Any number you have to guess which is less than or equivalent to, but that should be near to the number what ma'am has written. That should be number near. 1 to 500. Come on.
320, 335, 320, 350, 80, 275, 290, 80, 360. So can you release the number? The number is 280. 280 is the number. 290. 280. Okay. 275. Only 1 minute.
Okay. I'll give one more chance to you to win the Bitcoin. 3 questions I'll ask. Any one answer if you can give, you can get a chance to win the Bitcoin.
When does this Bitcoin came into existence? Year. Only one girl has to give the answer. Existence into the market. What is your answer? Jan 9. So, in 2008 you said. Okay, both of you come together. Right. Who is the founder of Bitcoin? You should not. Satoshi Nakamoto.
Same. So you're giving your answer to her only? So Satoshi Nakamoto is the person who has invented the Bitcoin. And the last one,
Only for 3 of you. There was a Bitcoin introduced for fun. What is the name of that Bitcoin? You should not give the answer. Yeah, the question is only for 3 of you. You please tell the name of the Bitcoin which is introduced only for fun.
Cancel madam. Question cancel madam.
Dogecoin is the answer. Okay, so I choose only those 4 girls because there is really a tough tie between these 3 girls, right? You get the prize a little later. So for now, 4 girls plus the first winner, Pinky. Pinky will get the Bitcoins. It's smiley coins, right? Hey mama. Hey mama. No, right? Can anyone call Hey mama? Come up to the stage. So I hope so you really enjoyed it. You have taken some information on this World Computer Literacy Day, right? Hope so we provided some information to you which is very useful to you. As in the video ma'am said, digital currency is the future and you should know more about digital currency, how you have to spend it. It is not that the money as you want, you just have to spend. No. You just think, gain the knowledge properly, then only you have to spend the money. So start gaining more knowledge about the digital currency from today onwards on the occasion of this World Computer Literacy Day. Thank you. Give the smiley coins to
Bitcoins.
the winner.
మేడం ఇక్కడ ఫోటో మేడం ఇట్లా మేడం సెంటర్
So next time you can expect a little
Center line,
very
madam.
big coins for you.
అందరికి ఇచ్చి సెంటర్ రండి అయితే సెంటర్ ఉండండి వాళ్ళని మేడం మీరు కూడా అందరి ఇటు వచ్చేసేయండి మేడం మేడం వెళ్ళండి మేడం. కళ్యాణి మేడం ప్లీజ్. ఆర్గనైజర్స్ ఆల్సో. ఒక నిమిషం.